All right, so you're thinking about moving to the Pensacola area and you are working with a ballpark budget of $350,000. Well, if that sounds like you, then you're definitely gonna wanna watch this entire video, because in this video, I'm gonna break down some key areas that I think you should be focusing on if you're working with a $350,000 budget. And within the video, when I show you guys these areas, I'm gonna show you what some of the typical homes look like and some of the features that they offer at that price point of $350,000. So anyway, if you are working with that budget, stay tuned, let's get started. All right, so here we have the Zillow map of the general Pensacola area pulled up. And what I'm gonna do now is just zoom in a little bit to give us an idea of the overall region. And then I'm gonna start to change our criteria up here on the selection bar. So first thing I'm gonna do is change for sale to sold. You know, it's great to look at what houses are selling for, but I wanna see what they're really selling for. Okay, so we go ahead and change that to sold, and then over here in our home type, we're gonna deselect all and only have houses selected. And then over here under the more section, we're gonna change sold in last to the last 90 days, because that's gonna give you the best idea on what homes are currently selling for. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and hit apply. And then lastly, we are going to change our price range to be 300,000 to 400,000, right? So that's going to be, 350, that's the average between 300 and 400, right? So here now we're looking at all of the homes that sold within the last 90 days between 300K and 400K. So the thing to take note of, well, there's really two things to take note of. Number one, you want to take note of the areas where there are no yellow dots, right? Like there's not a whole lot of, a lot of homes selling between 300 to 400K in the Inslee area, nor the Brent area, and some stuff going on over here in the West Pensacola area, but it's a little bit, there's definitely some holes in the West Pensacola area. Now, okay, so those are kind of the areas where there definitely, not a whole lot is being sold between 300 and 400K. Now we want to take note of the areas where these yellow dots are very densely populated. So the few areas that jump off my mind are going to be the Beulah area. Then we have this area, it's kind of the northern portion of the Perdido area. This is Highway 98, also known as Lillian Highway, leads straight over into Lillian, Alabama. And then we have some homes right here. I'll zoom in so you can see it right here off of Blue Angel Parkway. And then we also have quite a bit of homes right here along this section of Gulf Beach Highway. So real quickly, just to recap, we have Beulah, we have Lillian Highway, Blue Angel Parkway, Gulf Beach Highway. Okay, so those are four key areas right off the bat to pay attention to. Now, that's kind of like the western side of Escambia County. Now let's keep on moving over to the east. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, now you can see there's definitely some stuff going on in Cantonment. There's quite a few homes being sold over here north of 10 Mile Road. Okay, so this is 9 Mile right here. So we have east 9 Mile, we have east 10 Mile, and then we have a lot of stuff being sold north of 10 Mile. And then I'm gonna kind of move along, kind of work along the outer edge of Escambia County. So then we have some stuff going on over here in Ferry Pass, but not a whole lot to really kind of, that really jumps out. But there's definitely quite a few homes being sold right here in the Scenic Heights area. This is also a neighborhood where you can find quite a few homes sold below 300K. We have a handful of homes that sold right here in the Summit Park, kind of the Bay Bluffs Park area right here off of Scenic Highway. And then lastly, we have some homes over here in the East Hill neighborhood, the East Pensacola Heights area, and also kind of the downtown area south of Cervantes and north of Garden Street. Okay, so those are the areas that you need to pay attention to in Escambia County. Now I'm gonna hit a few areas over in Santa Rosa. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out on the map. And then instantly, you can see that there's a lot of homes being sold in the Pace area, as well as the Milton area between 300 and 400K. And then the last area that I'm gonna mention in this video is gonna be over here in between Gulf Breeze and Navarre. This is known as the Tiger Point area. Okay, so I know that was kind of a lot of information right off the bat. So I'm gonna go ahead and list those areas off to you real quick. So if you're taking notes, you can write these areas down. So the areas that you're gonna wanna pay attention to are gonna be Beulah, and then you have the Perdido area, which is gonna include Lillian Highway, Blue Angel Parkway, and then that stretch of Gulf Beach Highway that I showed you. And then the third area is gonna be the Cantonment area. Number 4 is gonna be the 10 Mile Road area, and especially the area just north of 10 Mile Road. Number 5, we have Scenic Hwy, and the neighborhoods to pay attention to off Scenic Hwy are gonna be Scenic Heights and the Summit Park area right across the street from Bay Bluffs Park. Number 6, we have the East Hill and the downtown area. Now transitioning over to Santa Rosa County, we have Milton coming in at number 7. Number 8 is gonna be Pace, and number 9, last but certainly not least, we have the Tiger Point area. Okay, so now that we've identified those 9 key areas, I'm gonna quickly scroll through some of these homes that sold, show you guys what pictures of these homes look like, and show y'all what the standard home is that a $350,000 budget will buy you in each of these 9 areas. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna start with the Beulah area. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you already know that Beulah is a hotbed for new construction. So that being said, I'm gonna click on the first sold home that I see that sold for $350K, and that is this one right here. This is not necessarily a new construction home, but the main thing that you're gonna wanna pay attention to, and something that just jumps out immediately, is this 2-car garage. Now, if you're looking for a home anywhere in the city of Pensacola, a 2-car garage is gonna be a luxury. But also another thing to note is this is a 3-bed, 2-bath home right at about 1,800 square feet. Just from previous experience, I already know that $350K is gonna pretty much buy you a 3-bedroom, 2-bath brick home with a 2-car garage. And most likely it is going to have been built within the past 15 years, especially if we're talking about out in the Beulah area. And real quick, before we move on from the Beulah area, I'm gonna click on this house that sold for $325K, and then this one that sold for $400K, to really kind of give you an overall summary of what a $300 to $400K budget will buy you out in Beulah. So real quick, here's the $322,000 one over here in Whitetail Run. If you saw my Beulah new construction neighborhood video, Whitetail Run is over here in the Deer Run neighborhood. And so I have probably ridden past this home recently, and this looks like it is the Cali plan, 4-bed, 2-bath, about 1,800 square feet, large open floor plan. But this home was built by D.R. Horton. So that is an idea of what a $325,000 price point will get you out in Beulah. Now let's check out this $400,000 home. Okay, so at $400K, you get a 4th bedroom, and you get, an additional 300 square feet at 2,100 square feet. So quickly cruise through this. Of course, it is a brick home. Most homes that are priced above $300K are either going to be hardy siding or brick built homes. And of course, this one was obviously built within the past 15 years, as you can tell from the photos. Okay, so that was Beulah. Now let's transition southwards to the Perdido area and check out one of these homes that was built over here off Lillian Highway. Okay, so here we are right off of Lillian Highway. I'm seeing a few different homes that sold right at $355 or $350K. I am going to click on this one right here. Okay, so 4-bed, 2-bath, just below 1,800 square feet. And if we just cruise through these photos, get an idea of what the home looks like and some of the design features that they use, stainless steel appliances all throughout. If a home sold for $350,000, you can definitely expect the kitchen to at least have stainless steel appliances, and most likely it was either a new construction home or was recently remodeled within the past 5 years. Okay, so there we have that home right there. Now let's see if we can find one that sold for $400K. Don't really see anything that jumps off the page right at $400 or below or above $390. Okay, here we have one at $393. Okay, 4-bed, 2-bath, about 2,100 square feet. So you can kind of see the pattern, happening. Once these homes get above 2,000 square feet, they really start to get that price point really starts to creep on up there towards $400K. Okay, again, of course, we have a 2-car garage. Looks like brick down below, and then hardy siding above. This will give you an idea of the neighborhood that, you know, a $400,000 home is going to be in. Of course, stainless steel appliances. Okay, so there's a $400,000 home right there off Lillian Highway. Okay, and now we'll move down here off of Bauer Road. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, here we have one for $355,000. What do you notice immediately? Brick home, 2-car garage, right? 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,700 square feet. Okay, we'll just cruise through these photos real quickly. $350K. Of course, we have stainless steel appliances in the kitchen. Nice sized backyard. Okay, so there's our $350,000 house right there off Bauer Road. Now let's see if we can find one for either 300 or 400K. Okay, boom, here we have one at 300K. Not the best photos. All right, so we'll just move along from this one and see if we can find one for 400K. Here we have one at 390. Okay, so again, what immediately jumps out to you? For me, it's the fact that the closer we get to 390, 400K, we can pretty much start to expect that the home is going to have at least 2,000 square feet. Now that is not 1,000% the case every single time, but you can start to see some of the patterns start to emerge. Gives you an idea of the neighborhood. This home was probably built in the early 2000s based on the flooring type, the tile, which I think tile is awesome. You know, living here in Pensacola. Now, one thing to note is that in this kitchen, you don't have stainless steel appliances, which in my mind would bring down the overall price point. But as we just saw, there is a pool in the backyard that kind of evens that out and brings that price point back up to the ballpark 400K range. All right, so that home kind of gives you an idea on what a home that has a pool in the backyard, but doesn't necessarily have the most up-to-date design features or kitchen appliances. You know, having that pool kind of really evens it back out and brings it back up to that 400K ballpark price. All right, so that was Bauer Road. Now let's check out this stretch of Gulf Beach Highway. Okay, so definitely a lot of stuff has sold right here along Gulf Beach Highway. And if you are a military member and you're going to be stationed at NAS Pensacola and you're working with a $350,000 budget, you really need to key in on this area. I mean, this stretch of Gulf Beach Highway is really, really nice. Really, I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite areas here in the Pensacola area. Okay, so real quick, I see one immediately at 350. Okay, so again, brick home. We can already see 2-car garage, about 1,900 square feet. This one does have a 4th bedroom. Okay. A little outdated, which probably brought that price point down. At 1,885 square feet plus a 4th bedroom, if someone told me that they were selling a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home that was right below 1,900 square feet and it was a brick home, had a 2-car garage, my gut would tell me that that home is probably going to sell for about 380, 385. But since the kitchen is a little bit outdated, that probably brought that overall price point down. Okay, so that is a $350,000 home right here along Gulf Beach Highway. We have one right here at 300K. So, yeah, before I click on this, if you want to start to kind of run a mental exercise in your own head, think about what this home might look like. So this home only has 3 bedrooms, but it does have a 3rd bathroom. So and it has right above 1,900 square feet. So I'm kind of interested in this one. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's our kitchen. Okay, as you can see, it does not come with a refrigerator. Right? Starts to kind of make sense, right? Okay, so there we have our 300K home right there along Gulf Beach Highway. Just for the sake of time, I'm not gonna check out that 400K one. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the Cantonment area. So we'll zoom back out, come back up here to the Cantonment area, and boom, I see one right here for 350. Okay, immediately 1,800 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, brick home, 2-car garage. Like, you can start to see, like, this is what you can expect for a $350,000 price budget. And truthfully, like, the Pensacola area is a $350,000 move-in ready home market. Like, if you want a move-in ready home where you don't have to come in and make any repairs or fix anything, a $350,000 budget is going to be the silver bullet that gets you into a home immediately. Okay, so we'll cruise through this. Okay, we have some brick. It looks like maybe is that painted brick? It is, but here you go. We have some of the larger tiles throughout the kind of the main area, which my gut tells me that this home was probably built in the early 2000s. Looks like it does not have a refrigerator right there. Okay, but it does have a vent hood above the stove and oven. Okay, so I was thinking, you know, immediately when I saw that there was no refrigerator and the home sold for $350K, we just looked at one that was, I don't necessarily want to say it was totally outdated, but it wasn't up to like 2020 standards, right? It hadn't been remodeled within the past 5 years. And so after seeing this one, these first few pictures, I'm kind of like, okay, like this one could have, you know, this one, you know, everything is, you know, so far all of these pictures are telling me 300,000, but then we see the pool and boom, brings it up to 350,000, right? Okay, so there you go. And I really hope that all of this, you know, me showing you what these homes are like is really kind of starting to help you wrap your head around what the Pensacola area has to offer for this particular price range. I don't do this to, you know, hate on any of these listings or hate on any of these homes. I'm just doing this so that I can kind of get what's in my head into yours, so that whenever you're ready to make your move here to the Pensacola area, you are armed with a lot of knowledge, and all of that knowledge is going to help you be powerful and help you be confident when you see a home out there on the market. It's going to help you to be confident to pull the trigger on a home that you like, right? Like, you see a home that you like, but you want to make sure that it is priced correctly and you're not overpaying for it. So hopefully this video is kind of helping you build in that internal sixth sense about the Pensacola market. And if you're getting any value, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so that's the Cantonment area. Now let's move over to the 10 Mile Road area. And you probably kind of already get the idea. I bet if we click on this, it's gonna be a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot home with a 2-car garage. Okay, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath home, 2,100 square feet. Interesting. Looks like a pretty nice home to me. It is still in the kind of the Cantonment area. Okay, so maybe this side of the Cantonment area right here off Kingsfield Road, maybe you get more bang for your buck price-wise. All All right, so there you go. That's a $350,000 home in the Cantonment area. Okay, so again, I was gonna click on one that sold for $400K, and we have 3-bed, 2-bath, about 2,400 square feet. So, you know, after looking at that home that we just saw, that was 2,100 square feet for about 350. This one's at 2,400 square feet, and it's still priced below 400K, and it comes with a screened-in pool. Okay, so I think that you definitely do over here on this side of the Cantonment area. You probably get a little bit more bang for your buck. Anyway, there you go. That was the 10 Mile Road Cantonment area right there. Now let's hop over here to Scenic Hwy. Now, I think what you're going to start to notice is a pretty significant shift in what $350,000 will buy you over here on the eastern side of the city of Pensacola. All the homes that we were looking at previously are located in Escambia County. They're outside the city limits of Pensacola. But now that we get into the city limits, I think we're gonna see kind of a significant shift as far as what a $350,000 home looks like. Okay, so here we have 3 homes that sold right here for about $355. Let's click on this one for $356. Okay, we do have a brick home, 3-bed, 2-bath, about 2,000 square feet. Looks like maybe there's a garage over there. You'll notice that there's not a 2-car garage. But this home was recently remodeled. Okay, kitchen looks great. You got the butcher block countertops right here. You have the rock. Can't tell if that's quartz, marble, or what, but it's definitely a rock over there. And then you have the stainless steel appliances, vent hood over the stove and oven. So this is a really nicely remodeled home that's 2,000 square feet, but sold below 400K at about 350. Right? Like most of the homes that we were seeing over in Beulah, Cantonment, if they were close to 1,900, 2,000 square feet, 2,000 plus square feet, the minimum price that we saw was about $390, right? So, I mean, this is gonna be as close as it comes to new construction without having, you know, the actual year built being within the past 5 years. But this thing was freshly remodeled, as you can see. Got the nice backyard with the little fire pit. But again, no garage. Now here we have one for 300K. Let's check this one out. Okay, I can't tell, this might be brick. Yeah, it looks like brick. Again, no garage, right? We have a carport, and it looks like a second available parking space to the side of the carport, but no 2-car garage. But there is a pool, which I find kind of interesting. At 16, close to 1,700 square feet, it does have a pool. I would think maybe at least 320. So maybe the reason that it sold for 300K is because the market really demands that 2-car garage. If this thing had a 2-car garage, probably would be a total game changer. But hey, if anybody's watching this video and they want a pool home for less than 400, 350,000, they want it right at 300K, hey, you got hope. And then lastly, I'm gonna click on this one that sold right here off of Spanish Trail. Okay. 3-bed, 2-bath, close to 2,000 square feet, sold for a little less than 400K. And while we're checking out this house right here, I do wanna say that there are quite a bit of HOA subdivision-y type neighborhoods right here along Spanish Trail, as well as Bayou Boulevard. Okay, so that was the Scenic Heights area. Now let's check out some of these homes right here off of Scenic Hwy in the Summit Park neighborhood. Okay, so here we have that 400K one just jumping out right at us. Let's go ahead and click on that one. Okay, sold right at $399, 1,933 square feet. Looks like it has a 2-car garage, or at least a garage. Okay. We have some updated flooring. Got the kitchen island. I'm really wondering if we're going to see a pool here in just a minute. There it is. I mean, at 4-bed, 2-bath, right at $400K. Yeah. Pretty nice pool. So there you go, 4-bed, 2-bath, just below 2,000 square feet. More than likely going to have a pool over there in that neighborhood. Okay, now let's see if we can find a home that sold for right at $350,000. Oh, here we have one for $345,000. Okay, got the 3-bed, 3-bath, about 1,600 square feet, 2-car garage. Okay. Now you might be thinking, okay, wow, that one at 1,600 square feet sold for $350,000. We were looking at a lot over there in the Beulah area that had close to 1,900 square feet that were selling for $350,000. So what gives? What makes this one sell for a higher price point per square foot than the ones over there in Beulah? Well, it comes down to location. The location of this home is going to be obviously much closer to downtown Pensacola. You're located right here off of Spanish Trail, Summit Boulevard, Scenic Highway. Scenic Highway will take you straight downtown and then over to the beach. And then also you have the airport right here, as well as Cordova Mall. All right, so that was the Scenic Highway area. Now let's keep on moving downwards towards the East Hill, East Pensacola Heights, and the downtown area. Here we have one for $330,000 right here in East Pensacola Heights. Okay. 2-bed, 2-bath, just below 1,400 square feet. Okay, brick home, nice painted brick, I like it. Okay, location, right? All right, and then we're over here in East Hill. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if fixer-uppers were selling for $300K in East Hill. So that being said, let's check this one out right here. Okay, 2-bed, 1-bath, just above 1,000 square feet. So this thing sold right at $300 per square foot. And this is the highest price point that we've seen per square foot so far in this video. So that should tell you a little bit about the East Hill neighborhood. Really desirable. All right. And then lastly, let's check out this nearly $400,000 home in the downtown area. And it is a townhome right here off DeVillers Street. And DeVillers Street will run straight down into the Pensacola Blue Wahoo Stadium. So again, another great location. I mean, if you are a sports fan or you're just somebody who likes to get out and about and be social, downtown East Hill, East Pensacola Heights, the Scenic Highway area, you're going to be close to everything that's going on here in the greater Pensacola area, because everything happens really, in the Seville Historic District downtown. So great location for this property right here. But let's see if we can find an actual home. Okay, so here we have one of these kind of these 2-story shotgun style coastal vibe homes, 3-bed, 3-bath, just below 1,400 square feet, sold for $395,000. So this is going to be considered that third bathroom, which is really going to be a half bath. But that's just the way that Zillow does things these days. So anyway, that's kind of a ballpark price, or that's kind of a ballpark idea on what $400K gets you in the downtown area. Okay, so now that was the entire Escambia area. Now let's move over to Santa Rosa and check out what $300 to $400K gets you in the Santa Rosa region. Okay, so let's start up here in the Milton and Pace area. We'll start right here in Pace. Let me see if we can find, here we go. This looks like a pretty wide neighborhood. We have one at 400K, 5-bed, 3-bath home at 2,500 square feet. Now keep in mind, we were just in the downtown area and we looked at a home that had 3 beds, 2.5, 3 baths at 1,400 square feet that sold for about 400K. And here in Pace, we have a 5-bed, 3-bath, 2,500 square foot home. And I didn't even mention over in the downtown area, that home did not have a garage. And you can see this one has a 2-car garage. Okay, so new construction home, you get the picture. Here we have one for $350,000, 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet, 2-car garage, brick home. Kind of back over here looking at some of the similar products that we saw over in the Beulah area. I'll just scroll through these photos so that you can get an idea of the home. Nice tray ceiling, I really like that. Okay, give you guys an idea of what the neighborhood is like. All right, so that was $350,000 and 400K in Pace. Now let's hop over here to the Milton area. See if we can find something that's right at 300 and 400. Okay, so these homes are a little bit more spread out in the Milton area. I know there's a lot of developments taking place, but let's just go ahead and click on a random sold property, 400K right here. Look, check it out, 2,700 square feet, 2-car garage, 2-story home. It has a pool. And most likely it's going to be on a much bigger lot size than most of the homes that we've looked at so far. Looks like it might have some sort of a basement in the back, possibly. Probably why the square footage is so high. So this gives you an idea on what 400K can buy you out in the Milton area. All right, and then now let's see if we can find something for 300K. 4-bed, 2-bath, about 1,800 square feet, brick home. Looks like maybe it has a garage on the side. Yup, right there. Okay. Got the jacuzzi back there. Sold just above 300 at 305. In my opinion, this is a pretty nice price point for a really nice home. So if you're someone who is a little bit more budget conscious, but definitely do want a nice home in a nice neighborhood, this might be the product that you can kind of expect and something that you maybe ought to be aiming for. Because let's be real, like we can't expect to live in the downtown area or in East Hill and pay $300,000 for a 2,000 square foot home with a garage and a pool. You know, we have to be realistic. And so anyway, so if you're someone who is wanting to buy a really nice home in a really nice neighborhood for $300,000, you're definitely going to want to consider the Milton, Beulah, Pace, Cantonment areas. Now that's not to say that you can't find a really nice home for $300K in a nice neighborhood in the city of Pensacola, but you're definitely going to have to search really hard, and as soon as they become available, like you need to be ready to jump on them. Okay, so that was the Milton and Pace area. Now let's head down south, move towards the beach, and check out the Tiger Point area. All right, so here we are above Tiger Point. I'll go ahead and zoom in. So looks like a lot of homes have sold within the past 90 days in the Tiger Point area. So this might be something that you want to put a star next to as far as maybe your short list of areas that you're interested in. So here I see one immediately at 350. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, brick home, 2-car garage. I mean, good looking lawn. I've had a lot of people ask me recently what the situation is as far as the grass goes or grows here in the Pensacola area. And I am not a lawn expert, but to the best of my understanding is it has to do with the soil. Of course, there's going to be different parts around Pensacola that have different soil types and have different minerals already within them. But some of the homes or some of the areas or the lots that have just sand that are really sandy, it's going to be tough for grass to grow in those soil types. Okay, we'll just cruise through these photos real quick. Stainless steel kitchen appliances. Maybe not as updated as some of the homes that we saw over in the Beulah area. And I hate to keep on going back to Beulah area, but since most of the homes in Beulah are all new construction and are going to be fully updated to today's standard, those are the ones that I kind of use as a measuring stick to really compare and contrast any other listings or homes that I see out there on the market. But this one is, this is a great home. You just can't go wrong with that right there. That is going to be a home that holds its value for years to come. All right, so that was a $350,000 home. Now let's see if we can find one for $400K and maybe one at $300K. All right, so I see one right here at $400. Let me see this one. There's a lot of activity right here. I'm going to click on this one at $395. Okay, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. 2-car garage. I'm going to make a prediction right here. This home does look, just from the kind of the shade of the brick, it looks like it was either built in the late 90s or very early 2000s. And since it is at $395, I'm going to predict that it has a pool. So let's see what we got. I'm not seeing a pool. All right, so I was wrong about that. Does not have a pool, but very, very nice, spacious backyard. Yeah, this is probably one of the best looking backyards I've seen in a while. Kind of like this home. Definitely has like a beach vibe to it. And I don't say that because of the decorations and the decor, but really I like this area out here, this Florida sunroom. That's going to be pretty nice, especially in the winter months when, the highs are in the high 60s, which is freezing cold here in Pensacola. But it does get, cold. It does get pretty cold sometimes, but often in December and January, we have days where it's in the mid 50s, mid 60s. And so, if you put a space heater out there or something, that would be a pretty nice area to just kind of hang out in. Okay, so that's a home for $400K in the Tiger Point area. Lastly, I want to see if we can find something right at $300. And the only thing I'm really seeing is this one right here for $310. So 3.2, 1,600 square feet. Looks like carpet in the main area. So this one's going to be significantly outdated. It has a white refrigerator. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the kitchen appliances went from white to black to stainless steel. Does have a 2-car garage though. You can't beat that. So anyway, there's a $300,000 home in the Tiger Point area. So I know this was a pretty long video, but I hope that after going through all of those different areas and really kind of sifting out what is out there on the market by setting those parameters of $300K to $400K, you were able to notice the areas where homes were selling for the most within that price budget. And then also just going through there and cruising through those photos, you get an idea on what type of a home you can expect. Like after watching this video, you probably have a picture of a $350,000 home in your head already, right? So if someone tells you, or if you let's say I reach out to you and I say, hey, you know, I saw this home over here in blank area and it's listed for $350,000. Boom, an image should kind of bubble up to the surface in your mind's eye about what that home is going to look like. You know, it's probably going to be at least a 3-bed, 2-bath, or a 4-bed, 2-bath, about 1,700 to 2,000 square feet. Probably going to be a brick home with a 2-car garage. So anyway, again, I know this was a long video. If you made it all the way till the end, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want me to get you set up in my MLS platform to automatically funnel properties over to you that fit your specific criteria, please reach out to me. I would be happy to set that up for you. All of my contact information can be found in the comments section below the video, as well as in the description box below the video. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.